Hello friends, Iceberg with Dillon Brothers Indian, and today I am beyond excited to show you the all-new 2019 Indian FTR 1200. Let's start with the engine on the FTR, where you have the 73 cubic inch liquid-cooled V-twin engine. This engine is putting out 1200 cc's, and this motorcycle boasts 120 horse on this bike. That is right, 120 horse on this motorcycle, and with its incredibly lightweight frame coming in total on this motorcycle, 488 pounds, ripping 120 horse. This is a very, very exciting motorcycle. Let's move to the front of the FTR, where you have the 19-inch cast aluminum wheel up here. This runs a Dunlop 120 in width up front. This has really aggressive tires on it because this is a very aggressive motorcycle. So as you can see, the tread on these bikes, man, you're really going to dig into the pavement on these. And then moving up, where you have the front telescopic forks, just the suspension on this bike overall is absolutely incredible. This thing is completely made to rip through corners and really give you a lot of nice travel while doing so. Sticking up front, where you have the full ABS dual disc front brakes on here. Stopping power on this motorcycle is absolutely incredible. I am thrilled about what Indian is doing with this package on this FTR. We're going to go ahead and keep up front, where you have the all LED headlight on this motorcycle, and you have that nice little racing cowl covering it. And then moving up top, where you have the drag style handlebars running across, and then you do have the full touchscreen LCD screen on here. This is basically a condensed version of the Ride Commander, so it's going to have all the functions on it that the Ride Command has, hooking up Bluetooth, being able to check all your engine and motorcycle diagnostics on it. It does have the split screen capability. The only thing that this system does not have is the full nav system, which comes on your larger touring models. Let's move to the gas tank on this bike, where you have the 3.5 gallon gas tank. So you are going to get plenty of riding time on this motorcycle before you're worried about hitting the pumps. And while we're here at the gas tank, let's go ahead and talk about the paint scheme on this FTR. This is the Race Replica paint scheme, where you just have that beautiful vivid black on there with the nice Indian red, and then the cream inlay with the very nice Indian logo on there. This black up top, and I am going to take the camera over it so you can see it in the sunlight, has so much flake coming through. Really nice hints of blue, silver, some reds and greens running through it. Standing next to this bike and looking at this paint job, once again, Indian is putting out paint that is just a step above. Speaking with that Race Replica theme, and we're going to go on to the frame here. As you can see, the frame is completely red, really matching with that iconic Indian red that's on the tank. Just the overall color scheme of this bike is absolutely incredible. We're going to move to the seat on the motorcycle, where straight out of the box you have a 2-up ready seat on this bike. This bike does come with passenger pegs as well, so as I said, this bike is fully capable for 2-up riders right out of the box. Let's talk about the exhaust on this Race Replica series. You have straight out of the crate the Akrapovic dual exhaust on here. These exhaust systems, if anyone's heard Akrapovic, you know that they have such a nice, low, aggressive note to them that they just make any bike stand out with that sound. I do have to apologize. I was so excited about getting this video done. This bike literally just came off the truck. We don't have the battery hooked up yet. Nothing. I just have been so excited to see one of these bikes in person and to get the opportunity to do a video on it that I am unable to fire the motorcycle up for you at this point, and I do apologize for that. I definitely, once this bike is fully set up and ready to go, will be able to fire it up for you, and I am also extremely thrilled to take this bike out for a test ride. Let's stick on the back of the motorcycle and talk about that incredible monoshock suspension on there. This has a very easy adjustment here with a screwdriver. You just go in, you can adjust for soft, riding a little bit harder. Travel on the rear on this motorcycle comes in at 6 inches of travel on this bike. So you can really get after it in the corners and also still feel very comfortable just when you're taking this bike out for a nice long cruise. Huge fan of that monoshock suspension on here. Another note about this motorcycle and the way that it sits and stands, seat height on this bike is going to come in at 33 inches. So it is a little bit taller bike, but your seating stance on it is definitely going to be more of an upright standard riding seating position, which I like. Those are very comfortable. And then with your mid controls, you just have supreme handling on this bike. You still can lean down and tuck in with those drag style handlebars when you're really getting after it, but the overall seating position on this bike will be your upright standard. Moving to the back of the FTR, where you have the 18-inch all-cast aluminum wheel with the Dunlop 150 on it. So that really complements that nice 120 front with the 150 in the rear. I feel that you're going to get incredible balance on this motorcycle, and the handling is going to be phenomenal. Coming off the swing arm and wrapping around the back, where you do have the wraparound license plate bracket, also kind of shielding the backside of the bike, and then you do have the turn signals are placed on that as well. A few other notes I would like to touch on this bike that I forgot to talk about prior. This does have a 6-speed transmission. The final drive on this bike is chain, which is nice. You're really going to be able to do some aggressive things having it being chain driven on here. I'm a big fan of that. And then you also do have the full ABS comes standard on this motorcycle, as well as cruise control on this bike. Well, I must say that I am not disappointed. I've been looking forward to seeing this bike up close and personal. We've been waiting a long time to get this bike up here, and I am thrilled that it is finally here. And I truly cannot wait to be able to take this thing out and do a test ride review on it. This is just an absolute beautiful motorcycle by Indian. Just hats off on everything. Design, the full concept, just everything, the way that you have it all set up and done, having all of the ride command features just minus navigation with a full touch screen. As I said, standard ABS on the motorcycle, cruise control. I just feel that Indian has absolutely knocked it out of the park with this FTR 1200. And if you are in Omaha, Nebraska and would like to see this bike up close and in person, please stop out at Dillon Brothers Indian today. Come throw a leg over it. Come talk to Brandon or Shine about this motorcycle. They will give you everything you need to know about it. If you are watching this video via YouTube and are interested in this motorcycle for an average cost of around $600, we can ship this bike from our door to your door. And as always, from the entire Dillon Brothers Indian family, thank you so much for checking out our videos. And always remember, gear up, ride safe. Thanks a lot.